why I don't highly recommend this business for everybody. Yo, what is good, YouTube people? My name is Adams Desir, and I am back with another YouTube video about the art and business of acting. Today's video is going to be about why I don't highly recommend this business for everybody. All right, and I'm going to talk about a few times where it was kind of rough for me, or some tedious things that actors have to go through in this business. Nothing too crazy. I'm not going to say anything too wild. All right, I might do a part 2 to that, but I'm gonna just go straight into it. So the first things first. There was one time where I got booked for the show called Servant.
Graffiti artist Diego Williams. Diego's street name is D. Wills. And our local Philly viewers may have seen his tag all over downtown. Diego, please tell us about your inspiration for this piece.
Ida B. Wells was a godmother of the civil rights movement. She was a journalist in the late 1800s. She forced everyone to see what was happening in the... Miss? Are you alright? Miss? Are you alright?
Of course. Can you tell us why you painted her?
She was fearless. She single-handedly exposed the atrocities that were happening in the South against African Americans.
Oh my God!
And for that episode, as you can see, I just, dropped the clips. I had nothing more than no more than 3-4 lines or whatever. I don't remember, honestly. And for those few lines, I literally had to travel from New Jersey to PA 3 times, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the day of the shoot, just to literally get tested. And when I say get tested, I mean the whole whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, you're done. Now, I'm going to break it down to you as to what I actually had to go through. What I'm saying is, I had to wake up around 3 o'clock in the morning if I did go to sleep, and I had to be at the COVID testing site, at the production site, or by 4:30 in the morning, just so they can literally go whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, you're all set. Literally, I drove an hour, Monday, and I had to do it Wednesday, and I had to do it Friday, the day of the shoot. So that was a rough time, all right, because I think at the time, I don't think I had my car yet, so I had to borrow a friend of mine's car. Shout out to Moon Child Johnny, all right, and it was rough. It was rough, you know what I'm saying? So getting up, so there's gonna be some early mornings in this business. So just to put it into perspective, just so I could say less than 5 lines on a TV show, I had to travel from New Jersey to Pennsylvania, literally an hour and 15-minute drive, just so I can get tested for less than 15 seconds and then drive right back home. Oh, that was a fun time. That was a fun time. Also, there was a role that I booked after Bull. It was a co-star role, you know what I'm saying? Same kind of deal where I was literally just a co-star, literally less than 3 lines, and it was called The Last OG. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but I auditioned for a role on The Last OG. I haven't told too many people about this because I was kind of ashamed of it, but I actually had to give up my role that I booked for that show on The Last OG because I had to pick my job at the time. Now, I had to play it smart. I was mad at myself because I was finally on a low-key booking kind of spree. And what happened was I already delayed the new job that I got from Bull. I'll say it better. So there was a job that I had. I already got the job, and I got it I think during Bull or a little bit after Bull or when it was almost done shooting. And I already delayed my start date for the job. And then once I finished Bull, I finished, all the shooting dates. I was about to start the job. I think the week of, I found out that I booked the role for The Last OG. And that's when I couldn't delay the job anymore. So I had to think, do I want to go for another role, less than 3 lines? Although it would have been cool because it was my first time really, doing this kind of thing to this level. Or do I play smart and like take the job so that I can actually have some income coming in? Because this business, I think I've said it before in my other videos, this business is not easy, okay? And which kind of brings me to my next point, financial stability. You don't know when your next check is going to be. You know what I mean? And I had to play it smart. I was like, do I want to shoot this episode for like a day and then go back to trying to find another job to make ends meet, to make money? Or do I sacrifice the role and secure my finances, and then once I have that solidified, then I go back into, whatever I was doing. So I'm not gonna lie to you, that hurt. It hurt at the time, but I had to make a grown-up decision. So I chose my job over an acting role. Yes, I said it. I chose my job over another opportunity to be on television. Yeah, that was rough for me. But like I said, these are things that I haven't really talked about. I was kind of ashamed of it. Very disappointed in myself that I had to do that. But, like I said, like I needed money in this business. Until I become a series regular, I have to play it smart with the roles that I pick. Or not the roles that I pick, but the roles that I get booked for. You know what I mean? If it was another guest star recurring role or even another guest star, then hell yeah, I'm sacrificing whatever. Because guest star is huge in the business. Like, huge. But, not to say that I wouldn't sacrifice it for a co-star role depending on the opportunity. But at the time, I literally quit my job at Amazon for Bull. So it's like, I know jobs are easily replaceable, but it was a tough decision that I had to make. In this kind of business, you just don't know when you're gonna book again. Now, mind you, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did have a very fortunate year in 2021. 2020, like this 2022, also I did have a pretty fortunate year. I booked quite a few commercials. But 2021 was like the real, I booked Bull. Technically I did book The Last OG. And then I booked Servant, and then I booked, like 2 Wawa commercials or whatever, or maybe 1 that year. And then, it was pretty abundant. Okay. It was pretty abundant. And my stomach. I was pretty fortunate. And, but like I said, it could have easily been like I booked Bull and boom, that's it. That could have been it for the entire year. I genuinely did not know when I was going to book the next job, and that's what actors have to go through. Like, if you want to enter this business, just know there is no security, there is no guarantee, there is no, I'm going to book this by this year. No, you cannot control when you book something, which is why I highly recommend, if you're going to do this business, you have to do this business if you truly love it. Like, when I say you have to actually love it, you have to. You know what I mean? Like, there's just no other way. If you're doing this for the money, I promise you're not going to have a good time, because the stuff that we have to go through is immense. Like, the constant investing into ourselves, like, me buying, getting a whole new set of headshots, me investing into acting classes, me investing into the gym, me investing into reading more books, me investing into to all the travel that I have to do for the gigs that I get. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. Let's just say I went through all of that just to book maybe 1 commercial for, what I'm saying? For and God forbid if I don't book anything else for the next 3 years, I still have to invest. I still have to train. I still have to update my headshots. I still have to get myself new material. Just because I'm not booking work, that doesn't mean that I can't make my own work. Hey. So which means if my manager or agent says, hey, look, I need you to get a whole new reel, I want, kind of new material for you or whatever, or if I feel like I have to update my own material, then I have to build my own work. Get a scene partner, got a camera, I got a ring light, got some friends who are actors, memorize a monologue, memorize a dialogue scene, and then boom, make my own reel, make my own update my self-tape reel. That's the kind of business that we're in. Just so we can possibly get lucky. You know what I mean? So it's pretty taxing. It's pretty taxing mentally, physically. And speaking of physically, like, I haven't had to, do this myself yet. But let's just say, for example, when you book a role and you have to get in shape, or you have to get in some kind of sort of diet routine to change your body or whatever, like, that's hard. Like, the stuff that, for example, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the movie Creed. I personally have not. I wish I did. But the movie Creed, like, Michael B. Jordan had to go through some rigorous training, and I'm pretty sure he had to go through some crazy diet plan to get the body that he got for that movie. You know what I mean? Like, this is a wild business. Like, you have to change your mindset, your body. You have to have I believe that you have to have a strong spiritual core, like something that you can really believe in. You know what I mean? I personally believe in my God, which I have to give glory to right now, which I keep forgetting. I hate myself for doing that. I lied. I'm sorry. I don't hate myself. But yeah, like, this business requires a whole lot of mental, physical, and spiritual effort. I also want to talk about the amount of rejection. You guys already know that. I don't have to go too deep into that. You basically are in a business of absolute rejection, getting judged, getting told to do this better, do that better, stop doing that, stop doing this, do this. It's a lot. It's a lot. The amount of competition in this business is immense, especially, when you enter the union. When you enter the union, it gets a lot tougher because you're going to be dealing with people that probably have a whole lot more experience in the business, maybe bigger names, definitely bigger names, I'm sorry. And just that kind of demographic. Whereas opposed to non-union, it's a little less competition because there's a whole lot more work for non-union actors, if that makes sense. Which is how I was able to book, 3 Wawa commercials. Who knows what my bookings are going to look like when I do eventually join the union, which is why I'm not personally in a hurry to join the union, because if I join now, then I might not be able to book as many non-union commercials. And, honestly, non-union commercials, that's really what it is. That's all it is. Okay, that's really what it is. You know what I mean? Like, they help pay the bills. They help give you a little nest. You know what I'm saying? They help you. It just helps. Non-union commercials, they help a lot. Me personally, that's what I think. So that's why I feel like if and when I do join the union, I am going to join it when I actually have to, and I'm going to join it when, in addition to that, when my acting is like superb, when I know my craft is on A1 sauce. But yeah, I tried my best not to make this video so long, and I can already see it's gonna be at like maybe 10 minutes right now. So I'm gonna end it off right now, and I hope that you guys took away from this video. I hope you guys learned from it. With that being said, please do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Peace.